Okay.
You're live. Yay!
Yay! We'll try it this way. Go this way. I don't know your password.
Oh, your thumb. Oh. Use that, and then use your thumb. Here. Oh, great.
Wait. Let's try it. Oh, yeah, that's her.
Yeah, I'm going to use soul food. Can I have for a second? Technically.
New things.
Okay, we're just trying to get Cheryl set up here. I want soul food. And soul food. Next. And then I'll just switch the channel. So we want to go here.
Oh, we hope you're not busy too, Jane, for more reasons than the live.
What did she say?
She's at work, so she's hoping we aren't busy during the live.
Oh. So we want to go here.
Why can't we just go there? What's wrong with favorite?
Well, let's try it. Well, let's just get some sound stuff going here today.
Test. Let's see if
I don't see it. At least not yet.
Oh, she said she can't hear anything.
Oh, Jane can't?
No, she's going to come back.
Okay. Oh, there's your, this is a test. Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear us? Let us know if you can hear us.
They can't. They didn't hear what you said.
What?
I said if they can't hear you, they didn't hear what you said.
Well, if they can, then they can say, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, they can hear us.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, let's do a little sound stuff here to get us going and wait for some people to hop on. Hope everyone's doing really well. And let's hope that this works today all the way through. It is going to work all the way through.
Yes, let's rephrase it. Positive affirmations.
And if you're not familiar with YouTube, where you've got the chat window, at the top or somewhere there, it should say either top chat or live chat. You want to change it to live chat because then you get everything. So that you see all the comments, just in case you need to. So we'll do a little bit of smudge this morning. We'll do some.
Looks like an angel wing.
It does, doesn't it?
Yep.
Smudge ourselves, we smudge the crystals, send it to you. So nice.
It is so nice.
Yes. So, do we have anybody new here? And I'll just go over how we do it for anybody who might be new. We just ask that if you want to purchase something, to open an account on our website, and Cheryl will type in the website name.
Right now?
Yep.
Yep, done.
And you can, you just put in your particulars there, and then there's a space for notes, and put your YouTube handle there or your name so that we can find you for your invoice and be able to send you your things that you purchase as well. And yeah, if you're now, how it works is you just say sold, the name of the item, and the price, because on some things we have more than one price or more than one item for prices. So if there is, just put the item name and the price. And once we have everything together at the end, after we finish, we will go through all the comments again and make sure we have everybody's order properly done and that we didn't miss anything for you. And then once we have the invoice done, we will contact you, and we accept payments of credit card over the phone if you wish. If you're in Canada, you can do an e-transfer, or we will send you a PayPal invoice. And then once you receive that, they must be paid within 24 hours. Otherwise, we'll put the item up for the next person. So any items left after the sale, because we've already taken a discount off of all the prices that we have today, we will put a list of what is left in the discussion tab in the event, so that if you wanted to think about, hi Carol, if you wanted to think about a certain thing and wait and see if it's still there, you can go in and then you can comment in that discussion section. Excuse me, and you can say sold and the item name, and we will catch that for you.
Good morning, Mariana.
Good morning. The other thing is, if there is something that's a high ticket item and you really want it, you just can't live without it, we do layaway. And how that works is we just ask you for 25% down, and then we can split it in 2 or 3 payments over 2 or 3 months. And when it comes time for the invoice, we can discuss it at that time. So, and then once it's paid, then we send it off to you. And just remember again that if this is your first time with us and you want to purchase something, you don't have to do it right away, but you need to do it by once the live is over. Is go to our website again, soulfoodcrystals.com, and open an account and then put your YouTube name there, especially if it's different than your name. Or you open up the account under your YouTube name. You can do that too. But there is a section for notes that you can put in there that we can get that. And we just ask that to bid on the items that you really want. And then that's fair to the other people who actually really want it. If you're just saying, well, I might take that, I might not. It's fair to everybody that way. And I just thank you for your understanding in that.
Good morning, Carrie. Sparkly ladies.
Hi, Carrie. And just again, all prices have had a discount on them already. So you don't have to worry about a discount code or anything like that. And all the items that we have here are not on our website, and they don't normally make it in for about a week or 2 after the sale. So if it's something you want right now and you want it, then you might want to bid on it if possible.
We haven't started yet.
No. And we're just about to.
Yes, we are going to start.
Yeah. So the first one we have is we've got 3 different types of it, and it's chrysoprase. It's something that's been very popular lately, and it's something that we both use. Mm-hmm. It's my go-to for anything to do with worry and fear. This one's a drive-through. Mm-hmm. It really helped me out during a time of real worrying in my life, and I worked with it probably for about 1 year to 1.5 years, and I find I don't worry anymore. I actually don't worry anymore. it's really interesting. So I really love this stone. We've got some touchstones here. It's like this. This one's actually a drive-through. You can see right through it right here. Right there. You can kind of see my finger there. And but this is a stone that you need to commit to because it does not work overnight. It works over time. So as you find yourself worrying, you want to pick it up and you want to carry it with you. You want to be able to put it under your pillow at night too, so that you are working with it all the time. And that's what that's how it works. Once you're doing a lot of worrying and then all of a sudden, it passes and you're not worrying anymore, you can cleanse your stone and put it aside until the next time that you might start worrying or feel yourself worrying again. One of the benefits or side benefits of it as well is forgiveness. It's forgiveness for yourself and it's forgiveness for others. So these are really, really awesome. And the touchstones, we've got 8 of them and they're $59. They're nice big ones and they're nice and flat as well. So if you actually even if you have a practice and do crystal healing, it's nice and flat to lay it on the body as well or around, or even have your clients hold it as you're working on them, especially if they need any help with worry or that forgiveness kind of thing as
or
well.
if you're worrying, just these fit nice under your pillow.
They do. They're nice
night.
And flat. They're not gonna,
so they're not gonna
poke in your head.
Yeah. End up in your ear or something.
Now, the other thing is that Crystal Praise is just filled with compassion and love, and that's another reason why it works so well and why it works for forgiving as well. So we've actually got 8 of these. They're $59, and that is, and again, just remember that is the discounted price. And then we've got some smaller ones. These are little free forms. Well, I'm throwing them all around.
You didn't want to. She's shy.
Yeah.
That one's shy.
I'll do these too. These little free forms actually stand up. They're only $29. And just for anybody, if anybody's here from the States and watching, everything is in Canadian dollars, not US dollars. Okay. So these little free forms, they stand up all by themselves, so they can stand in a corner, and some of them, like this one, is flat enough it could still go under your pillow. You could put it in your purse even. For these little ones, they are such a beautiful, beautiful green. This one's got a heart on it. Right there, look at the heart. For compassion, love. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is definitely a stone that is has been very, very popular. Try this one again. Right there. And you get kind of like this one, you get kind of a lighter green to a little bit more intense with something like that. They're beautiful colors. And a great stone for spring, because it's nice and helps us to let go of stuff that, like the worry, whatever it is we're worrying about.
Makes room for positive things.
Absolutely. Yeah. And helps you to go forward then too, rather than staying stuck in that. So we've got 6 of those, and then we've got some rough pieces, and these are stunning.
Yes, they are stunning.
Oops. Look at this. Ticky tack off of that. Look at the color of that. This is gorgeous. And we've got we've got 4 different sizes. This is the largest. And this one is 64. And when you get, I don't know whether it does anything with, look at you can get some of the light through it. You can really see the intensity of that color.
It's yummy.
These are gorgeous. And this would be really great just to put around you in your home or in a healing space or something like that, because just letting it impart its energy around and really helps with that worrying and everything too. Then I've got 3 like this, and they're quite light. Actually, they're very light. 3 at $30. No, yeah, 3 at 30. 1, 2, and 3 right there. Like it's a little bit intense, maybe. There we go. And again, these larger pieces can definitely be put. Just lay it on a table somewhere in a little corner and just let it work its magic. Yeah. And that helps with other people in your household as well. And especially if there is some worrying in the house, then you can be guaranteed that everybody's doing a little bit of that, or certainly catching that energy. Then I've got 3 at 24. It's another smaller one right there. And this one, it's got a little bit of, and I'm not sure what the white is, whether it's maybe some calcite or something that's hasn't fully gone away. But, and this one you can see is a nice light color. Let's see if I can get it underneath there. Light. A beautiful really light color. Yeah. And then I've got one smaller one at 16 right there. So if you're doing any worrying, which a lot of people have been doing over this past year especially, is these are really, this is a really good stone to have and work through any of that kind of stuff. Or if you're fearful about anything, it works for that too. It's not just worry, but it's also fear.
Which go hand in hand.
Yes, but they do go hand in hand.
We worry because we're afraid.
But definitely, I can attest to it's working, because it certainly worked for me. And I've not had to go back and pick it up again. And like I said, I worked with it for about a year to a year and a half. And and I was very diligent about it. I made sure that I carried it with me all the time, put it underneath my pillow at night when I was doing any worrying. And yeah, and it paid off. I'm really glad I did do that.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I picked up a piece of this, because it's so yummy.
It is yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. It's a nice, like I said, it's a nice stone for spring as well, because it makes you feel nice and springy and squeaky clean. There.
Oh, thank you.
And the next one, these ones we've not had before. They're so cool. And they've been they were out in the last full moon. And these are, whether maybe you can see them better here, but these are moons. They're actually carved with little craters, different sized craters on them, and they've been left rough like that to look like the moon. There you can see some of the craters there. And I've got 3 in quartz, and I've got 2 in rose quartz. They've also been anointed with a essential oil blend called Moon Gazer as well. And these are $40 each. And so I've only got 3 quartz and 2 rose quartz. That's all I could get, at least this time. And I'm hoping to get more, because these are really cool stones to put out in the new or the full moon. So they're really cool.
They are. They're so much fun.
They are.
Yeah.
There's another one right there. There's the craters. You can see them. And they really do, when you look at them, they really do remind you of the moon.
Yeah.
Like that. So those are $40 each. And it was in the full moon in February that I put these out in that. And if you know of Yasmin Boland, who does a lot of new moon energy or moon energy, and you're working with her cards or any of her classes or anything like that, these would be a great little addition for working with her as well. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, but they are really neat.
They
I just love them, and I haven't even picked one up. We left these to see if people wanted them and liked them. Yeah. And of course, they still work for the people who took not this last class, but the one in February on spheres. These still work for the tube torus as well.
They do.
So there's still, the energy goes all directions with spheres. And then we've got some small fluorite spheres. These are only $12, and I've got 20 of them. So the green ones, there's lots of green ones, and then there's some with green and purple. But the green ones really help to keep a clear mind. They really work with your mind and to keep a clear mind. And they bring a little bit of order and structure to our lives as well. So there's some with purple and green on it. And when you wear any fluorite bracelets, wear it on your left wrist because the energy taps into your meridians, and then your meridian takes it through your body. It takes the energy of fluorite through the body, and they are really good for joint pain and can help you with movement and fluidity in your joints, that sort of thing. So you can see they're nice little fluorite spheres, and they are $20 each. But they do help to align with our body's wisdom for clarity and our soul's purpose as well. And those have also been charged in the full moon in February and anointed with the Moon Gazer blend as well. And some fluorite touchstones right here. This one's got a lot of blue in it. Look at that. I love blue fluorite.
Mm-hmm, me too.
It's not always easy to get. And these are $39, and I've only got 4 of them. So this one's a combination of blue or green and purple. I think this one's got green, purple, and some blue in it, right there. And these are the other ones right here, right there. Look at these ones. Really have blue. There's a nice big blue right there. And there's some blue mixed in there with the green and the purple. It's harder to get blue. But there's some really nice blue in there, especially a nice big swash. Look at that one.
Oh, that one's pretty.
That's cool. Right? So those are $39. And again, they're great to hold in your hand, put under your pillow, things like that. And we have another little fluorite to show you. This one is purple. And this is a little bowl.
Isn't it cute?
Look at it. It's a purple. It's a really soft, velvety purple. It's a little fluorite bowl. Cheryl was doing this earlier.
Because I have bigger hands than Linda.
And purple fluorite is to help you. It connects into your higher calling, find your purpose in your higher calling. And it activates the third eye and the crown for intuition and visioning. That's your purple fluorite, and it is $77. It's a nice chunky piece, nice and solid feeling as well. Yeah. And the finish on it is almost like a satin. It is like a satin. It is. It's halfway between polished and matte. But if you hold it up to the light, I don't know whether you'll be able to see this on here or not. It might just be, no, not for that one. But there are some bands, some purple, light and dark purple bands going through that as well. Maybe you can see it a little bit. There, you can see it a bit there. But you can fill it with great energy. You can fill it with sacred items. You can put it on your, you can use it for your rings on your dresser, or you can use it in a healing space or whatever. But these are, just love these little bowls. And this is probably the closest to pink that I'm going to get again. We had one quite a while ago, actually last year. It went right away, but I haven't been able to find a pink one since. But these little tiny purpley bowls are really cute. And I've only got the one. There's only one right there. That little guy.
So cute. I like him.
And this is another one. I think I put this in the moon, didn't I? Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I've got another stone here that I put in the full moon, and it's also been anointed with a moon gazer blend that we got from somebody. And this is tree agate. These are 80 cents each, and they really connect us with nature. If you can't get out in nature, tree agate is a really good way to try to bring that nature into you and into your home. It connects with all of the nature divas as well as elementals, and it gives us a feeling of inner tranquility. And we've got quite a few. I think I didn't even put down how many. I think there's about 80 or something there. You can see in that dish right there. But it helps you to connect with the earth energy and makes you feel grounded into that energy as well. And it's a really good stone if you really like fairies. It's a fairy stone as well. So it really connects into those earthy elementals and fairies and that sort of thing. It's a really nice stone. And those are just 80 cents each, those little stones right there. Now, this next piece, I wrote a lot about it. This is actually a smoky quartz shaman stone or lodolite. It's $228. It's a big point like this. And there's a lot going on here. A lot. And it's known as a shaman dreamstone or a lodolite because, hold it up there, you can actually see the chlorite and that in it. So you can do a lot of journeying and gazing into this piece. It helps you with connecting into the angelic realm as well, and with meditating and journeying. These are one of the ones I use for people who take my soul retrieval class. We use this to journey to the soul pieces. And it's really good for past life and also dream recall. Now, smoky quartz also grounds us back into our body, but it's also helps to purify the space it's placed in. But the other thing is that it's protective and it's very healing as well. You can see the smoky up there. Very protective, very healing. And the other thing that's really good is that it's a really strong ally. It's like your best friend. It can walk beside you in life and really encourages you to keep going. Now, while it doesn't look really pretty, it's very powerful. And what I call pieces like this, I call them workhorses because they really, really work for you. Yes, down deep. So just looking on the surface, it actually has one here and one here. What I call goddess faces, they're actually called Isis faces. And so we've got some double goddess energy going on in this piece. And what it is you can see here, you count 5 sides, 5 around like that. And that's what that face is all about. And it actually helps you to connect to your own inner goddess and your own feminine energies and your feminine side. Now, on another face here, it's got a big, huge record keeper right here. actually stands out. There's, I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah, you can.
Right there.
Mhm.
And that's a place of recorded or wisdom that you can tap into when you're meditating, and it helps bring out wisdom and information for your own growth and healing. Then on the same face, you can actually see, again here, go here, you can see another little, get the light on it, triangle right there, but it's set in. This one is set out. A record keeper is always out. And what you call a trigonic is always set in. And this is pointed downward, so it is something people use to help bring energy in, and some people use it to help bring a new soul into the physical being as well. If you had one pointing up, then it's energy going out and helping someone to cross over is how trigonic works, so if it's up or down. This one happens to be down. And every side on here, you can see all the etchings on it. Every side has etchings. And this is what is known as a starberry. And a starberry, again, these are recorded information, just similar to the Lemurians that have the striations across. These are all different types of etchings. Some of them can be lines, they can be wavy, they can be almost geometric. I've seen some with squares, I've seen triangles and circles and things like that on different stones. But they're believed to be encoded with information from other star beings. So, given all of that this is really an amazing crystal, there's still even more, believe it or not. So there is, as you can see, there's light and there's dark on this piece. And you can see here there's green chlorite, and in the front there's white chlorite. This can help us work with our shadow side and our light side. And some people go, what is the shadow side? This is where we want to dig deep down and bring things out so that we can let it go and change and transform.
Heal.
And heal, exactly. And it's not always easy work to do, working with that shadow side, but it's very rewarding in the end. And one of the things I liked to do with this, but it also helps you release any low vibrations that might be around you as well, or you've taken on from somebody else, so that you can do that. So energy and emotions. But I like to do this. Let's see, it's not going to work very well. But it shines, if you, just a second here. It's just, I wish I had not such a bright one. But you can see, look at that, is that dark side. And you can shine light right into that space and see way down deep. That's what a shadow crystal and shadow work does. It helps to shine light way down deep inside of ourselves. And it helps to bring that out so we can actually see it and go, oh my God, I wasn't even sure that was there. Didn't even know that was there. So I could bring it out and heal it. And it helps to bring us back to our whole self, to wholeness in our whole self. And that helps to contribute to our soul's purpose, because all of that stuff is holding us back from our soul's purpose. So this helps to bring us into wholeness. And it will help to look into your heart and your soul to bring awareness, as well as it opens up your heart and releases whatever it is into the light. So again, a really, really powerful piece this is. And how much? It was $228. So a really, I wrote almost a whole page about it, actually.
There's lots going on in that piece.
There's a lot going on in here, but the basic part is to bring ourselves into balance and wholeness, and working with what's deep down and bringing it out. So, and then connecting in with your feminine side, your goddess side, bringing that beautiful, sexy goddess out,
Yeah.
and letting her shine. And it's really good for men too, because we all have male and female energies, and you can bring them into balance. And yes, men have it too.
Yes, they do.
So they can bring out their inner God, maybe,
Yeah.
or just connect with that feminine side of themselves as well, which sometimes is very hard for men to do. Yeah. So that's a very, very beautiful piece.
It is.
And
it's
even
stunning.
though, like I say, it's not pretty, it doesn't look pretty, not like you've got your polished up and it's all shiny and all that kind of stuff.
It's complex.
It is complex. And it's like a workhorse, right? It really will work for you and with you.
We do layaway for those that might be interested in something.
Yeah. And you just would just need to, when we send out the invoice, you can let us know that, yes, I would like that piece, but I would like to do layaway, and we can certainly make those arrangements with you. So I'm going to turn it over to Cheryl right now, because she's got one of her 2 grids that she's got for today all ready to go and tell you about.
Yes.
So you've got 2.
Yeah, I have 2 peace, love, and hope grids is what I'm calling them. Oh, Carol's buying this. Thank you, Carol. I'm just going to put this in her basket. Sorry. Peace, love, and hope grid. I made 2 of them, and they're on the same base, which is pink opal, but I did change out the obelisks and one of the desire stones in each one. They'll do the same thing. I just wanted to show a little bit of variety of different things you could do. So the base, as I said, is pink opal, and it has a seed of life pattern on it. And whenever I see the seed of life, I always ask myself what needs to be planted. And what better to plant than peace, love, and hope? Pink opal qualities can be summed up in 3 words: peace, love, and hope. It also helps to resolve past life painfulness with gentleness and compassion for our own selves. It clears and calms the heart, bringing about a tranquil peacefulness that enables us to move forward. Pink opal helps us to release fear, worry, anxiety, and it dissipates stress so we become more centered. Both these grids have the same intention: peace, love, hope. But, as I said earlier, have a different focus stone as well as one of the desire stones. So green adventurine, which is in Linda's left hand, is a very positive crystal that encourages us to persevere. It helps us to see alternatives and possibilities. In other words, hope. And the other one has amethyst, which helps calm and stimulate the mind as needed and put decisions and insights into practice. Another form of hope. Both grids have amazonite, and I was lucky enough to get these cute little amazonites. It's a stone of peace and hope. Amazonite is calming and soothing. It helps us to see all points of view and alleviates worry and fear. Blue lace agate, which is also present in both grids, is calming, soothing, and brings peace of mind. It nurtures and supports while helping us to express ourselves. The grid with adventurine as the focus stone features pink tourmaline, which assures that it is safe to love and also attracts love both here in the material world and in the spiritual world. It promotes peace and relaxation. The amethyst grid has morganite as a desire stone. Morganite not only brings an abundance of love into our lives, but also helps us to maintain it as it grows. Both grids have quartz points to help amplify the intention of the grid. And I would use a rose quartz or amethyst wand to activate this grid. These grids are $77 a piece.
And Cheryl's done a little write-up for the grids.
Oh, yes,
too.
I forgot I'd done that. I have. So each grid, if you buy a grid, it will go home with a little write-up about what the stones do and the name of the grid, so that you can remember. And there's been some questions on here, so I will give you the next thing. Okay. Chart these.
Cheryl's going to answer your questions. I guess there's a couple of questions there.
These would be good for the script.
Yeah. I've got a couple of different carved quartz wands here. I'll do the single one first. This one is 116, and we call her the Queen of Wands, in tarot. And of course, quartz is really good for activating grids. It's really good for directing energy. It's amplifying, it's magnifying, and it's also programmable. So you can see that it's got, it's all carved. That goes actually right through. Right there, we thought this looked like a little crown up there, so that's why she's dubbed Queen of Wands. And she's 116. I only have one of them right there, and I think it would be great in a healing practice as well. You could, like I said, activate your grids in there, but you can use it as a healing wand. One of the things that you can do with a wand is you can, if you're a practitioner or even for yourself, you can scan the body with the wand. And what you do is you just hold it lightly and scan. And if there's any resistance somewhere, then you know that area is blocked and maybe needs a bit of work or unblocking or something. So that's another thing that you can do with a wand. There's something else I was going to say about a wand too. And I can't think of it. But anyways, this one is 116, this little one. And then I've got two other ones. These ones are 98, and I've got two of them. These are like, there's her princess in waiting. There's the queen. So these two are 98. And this would be a great little pocket wand because it's nice and small. You could travel with it. Oh, the other thing I was going to say about quartz is you can actually program quartz to be or act like another crystal. So if you were needing a certain crystal and you can't find it, or it was just too expensive, you can program quartz to have the energy of that crystal while you need it, and then clear it back to its original state once you're finished. Right there. So this one's nice and clear. You can see it's quite clear. This one's just slightly bigger. Right there. So those two are 98, and this one right there is 116. So really nice for a carved piece like that. I can't imagine carving that out of it. But those are really cool. And we tried to bring you something a little bit different each time. And those wands were just really caught my eye. So I thought I would pick them up and offer them. We ship. So no, yeah, this one, wear it as a pendant. That's what I thought
that'd
too.
be stunning, hey?
I did think of that too, a nice big pendant. But we do ship. We ship all over, so no problem to purchase anything because we will ship it to you. And we have shipped to many different places, for sure. And just remember, if you are in the States or in another country, all the prices are in Canadian dollars, not US. So,
and shipping is extra.
Yeah, and shipping is on top of your order. But but it's usually pretty reasonable.
We try to keep it down
As much as possible, yes.
while still getting your crystals to you safely.
As much as we can.
As much as we can.
Yes. The next one is some sacred geometry pieces. And we just had a class on Tuesday night. I just did a class on sacred geometry on Tuesday evening, and people learned about, sorry, I got an itch in my eye. Learned a little bit about sacred geometry, like a little introduction to that. And we've got some pieces here available today. I've got some in aventurine. I've got 2 different sizes. We've got one at 53. Here, let me look at so that you can actually see the Merkaba.
3 at 53.
3 at 53, sorry. And 4 at 37, right here. Now, aventurine is a stone of growth. It's a stone of abundance, fortune, destiny. It's like whatever it touches flourishes. So it's a really good stone to have. You can manifest abundance of whatever it is you're wanting with aventurine. And then, of course, the Merkaba would make it even stronger as well. And if you're not sure what a Merkaba is, this is what they call a vehicle of light. It was what the Ascended Masters used to connect with the angelic realm. It is also represents body, mind, and spirit. So Mer means light, Ka means spirit, and Ba means body. So it represents that. Plus, it represents unity. You can see the downward pointing one. This one is female. The upward pointing triangle is male. So it's a unity of male and female energies as well. Now, it is also that we also have the Merkaba in our own bodies. And it's like spirals and wheels of, as in our DNA, of energy. And again, it transports you or the spirit body from one dimension to another. And that's how the Ascended Masters used it for that tool. So I've got 3 at 53. And these make really great pieces and grids and stuff too. And I like them when I like to pair crystals and cards together. So I've got a few Merkabas, and I've also got a little Metatron's cube, and I use it quite a bit with my cards. And it actually makes the energy of that reading stronger and more powerful. So 3 at 53, and then I've got 4 at 37. So these are really nice. And again, it's a lot about abundance, and whatever it touches, it's going to flourish. So if you use them with an intention of you want more wealth in your life, you want more love, or anything like that, that's going to help pump up your intention. Then I've got 2 new quartz Merkabas. I've got this one right here. This one is 148, right there, like that. And then I've got a smaller one, and this one is 62, right there. And of course, quartz, again, like I said, it's programmable, it magnifies, and it amplifies. Right there. So if you could only get one, I would suggest a quartz Merkaba, because then you could program it to be an aventurine and get that same energy and intention with it. You just have to cleanse it afterwards so that you let go of what you programmed it with once your task is over or completed. The quartz Merkabas are, the larger one is 148 and the smaller one is 62. Here, Serena. Or Cynthia. Sorry.
Yeah. We do have some Moldavite oil. Do not have any of the candles left. And we have some incense, though.
Yeah.
The quartz Merkaba.
And it's really hard to get Moldavite right now. Apparently, they're not really picking it at the moment, so it's hard to get. And the people who do make the incense and the candles and the oil, they have suspended their business for a short time. It's a family-run business, and there's an illness or something in the family, so they're not making them right at the moment, which is why we can't get them. So hopefully, whoever is ill there is well soon and well on their way to being well, and can get back to doing what they love to do. Now the next one is I have 2 cubes, and these represent Earth, and they're in quartz. This one is 220, and this one is 70. No, we've got a big, huge one. I was going to pull it. This one is 71, and this one's 56.
I'll go grab it.
We've got an even bigger one. I forgot about that, so I apologize. Cheryl's going to go get it because it's quite a bit bigger than these. So the cube is about holding space and anchoring space, being stable and connecting into the earth energy. And the cube is the second shape in sacred geometry, and very grounding, very stabilizing. Did it get sold?
It must have got sold. I don't see it.
Oh, I guess it's sold. So we just have these 2. $71 and $56. And just remember today that the prices that we're quoting are Canadian dollars, and they already have a discount off of them. So they're not the full retail price. So then we've got one dodecahedron. It's $59, and it's in quartz as well. This is the one where it's got a pentagon shape, the 5-sided face right there. Let me say that. This is the 4th shape, and it represents spirit or ether. And it helps to raise your vibration, and it aids in achieving a deeper meditative state. Right there, that's the dodecahedron, they call it. Nice clear pieces with a little bit of stuff in there, so you can see right through it, and you can also do a bit of scrying there too. And then I've got, left in the quartz, I've got 2 isosahedrons, which are the triangular face. You can see it there, the triangular face, but there's 20 of those faces. This is the element for water. And the larger one is 68. Was that other dodecahedron? Or isosahedron up there still? Or did we sell that? I think we sold it. This is 68, and that one is 55. We had an even bigger one, but I think we might have sold that one too.
Sold,
yeah.
Oh, I found the quartz cube.
Oh, she found the cube. So we'll just show you that. The big one that we had, Fern, the big one we had, the dodecahedron that we have right here is 59. And this is the size of the larger cube right there. So you don't. And
I brought this too because I don't know if you dang this.
Oh, that's 55 too. Oh, that is no, it's 92, 68, and then we've got a small one for 55. That's what these ones are. The isosahedron. And that's the big cube. And then we've got the dodecahedron, and it is 59 that I showed. Thank you, Cheryl. And I still got a couple more things here for sacred geometry. How do you program quartz? Good question. It is how you program it is you put your intention into it. You can sit with it and hold it. You can meditate with it and see your intention and put it in. You can speak it into the crystal. That's one of the best ways. I like to sit with it and hold it, and I go over my intention after I've written it all out. I go over my intention and I ask the crystal to take that intention and to work with it and help me bring it about. And then you can place that piece, either you can do a couple together, because you could put a small one and keep it in your pocket so that it's with you every day. And then you can place this and you can put it in the center of a grid with your intention underneath it and build your grid around that. So it just makes it a little more powerful there to do that. And then to cleanse it, we use pennyroyal flower essence because it's a very deep cleanse. But you can also use meditation again and ask it to release that intention as well, and then cleanse it again too.
So you answered fur, right? I don't know how you answered fur. Okay.
59 is what I said to her. Then I've got another Merkaba here, 2 different sizes. And I've got shungite right here. Get it right. There we go. So the large shungite is 107, and I've got 2. And then I've got a smaller one, and I've got 2 of those, and those are 57. So shungite helps with overall well-being. And the more you use it, the more you wear it, the better you feel. And it can be used in your drinking water. You can put it in your drinking water if you want, or you can put it around your drinking water. I've got a plate, a shungite plate that I put mine on, and you can actually taste the difference. It's almost like soft velvet going down your throat. And it's used at the either Earth Star or root chakras for grounding. It is detoxifying, so it helps to draw off any impurities, any negativity from people, spaces, places, and from yourself if you've come into contact with that. It can help to clear dysfunctional patterns as well, like fear and anxiety too. Now, one of our customers uses it in her bath water. What she does, and I'm going to be putting this in the next newsletter as a little self-care tip from her, is she's got a big rough piece, and she had somebody cut it in half, and she sits it in a couple of tubs with water in it overnight, and then she uses that water in her bath. And one of the things that she's noticed, and it is supposed to help make your skin more elastic, is that she rarely uses any cream on her skin at all anymore, be it from having baths in shungite water. It's supposed to be really good to wash your hair in as well. So some things that you could try if you've got some shungite. These are the only pieces we have at the moment, but we did buy a whole bunch of crystals yesterday, and we bought a bunch of shungite there, so that will come out sometime soon. Sometime once we go through it all. We've got about 4 or 5 bins and a couple boxes.
Yeah, so we have to take some time to go through it.
Yeah. So
not all shungite though. Yeah.
No, it's not all shungite.
Yeah.
We have some shungite. We bought some more.
Yeah.
So 107 for the larger Merkabas and 57 for the smaller ones right there. These are really cool.
They're very cool.
Yeah, shungite doesn't last long. So if you're wanting shungite, I would say now's the time to get some.
Yeah.
For sure. And then I've got this little tiger eye 12-pointed star. I've only got one. This is an extruded dodecahedron. So a dodecahedron has 12 sides, And that's what this is. It's extruded. This has been put together. They're little tiny generators that have been put together, but it symbolizes an extruded dodecahedron because it has 12 sides. These are awesome to use in your grids, crystal grids. This one is 83. And Tiger Eye is a lot about strength and stamina. It also connects to not only your root chakra, but your solar plexus. So it helps with manifesting. Yes.
Yes, we are, Krista.
It's probably sometime in the summer because I want to get the tool made for it. And I think it'll be the plate. I'm not sure, but we need time to get it made. Now, a dodecahedron also is a very strong sacred geometry piece to connect to spirit, and especially when it's extruded like that. So, can you grab me that dodecahedron? Thank you. Thank you. So this is what a regular dodecahedron looks like. I showed that already. It's got the pentagon shape, and this is what it looks like extruded. So the energy is more than doubled, actually. And I've only got it in this one at the moment, and I'm trying to get more in quartz, is one of them. But I'm trying to get more of these. But it's the only one I have at the moment that's this size. And that is 83 for that little guy. And then I do have another really big one. And that's this one. This is also I think it's 12. Let me just make sure, because I'm sure it's 12. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 12. This is also a dodecahedron. It's just a massive one. This one is 722, and that is at the discounted price. But it's definitely, it's this, but extruded. And this is carved, just like this is carved. The other one, it's actually put together to make that, which they're really cool. I've got a quartz one and a rose one, and you've got lapis, quartz, and tourmaline, black tourmaline. Yeah.
And they look stunning together, by the way.
Oh, I bet they do. Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah. Really, really love those. And but this is a nice big massive one right there.
Yes.
You can't miss your intention with that.
No. Take the tape off.
Thank you. So that one is 722. And then the last of sacred geometry today we have are these little citrine vogels right here. These are $28 each. And they help to extract negativity. Citrine is a really strong manifesting crystal. It's a crystal of personal power. It's a crystal of happiness and joy as well. But Vogels also help to fill spaces with light, and they help to balance your energy. And you can use them in an extraction process, meaning you can extract negative energy, and you get the body ready, and then these extract. And we have a female end, which is the larger end, and then this is probably better to see. This is the female end right here, and the more pointy end is the male end. So the female end always goes against the body, and it draws out energy, and the male end sends it away like that. So you just want to make sure if you're working with it, you don't, and you're doing this, you don't point it at somebody.
Yeah. Because
then it just goes right into them. Yeah. We don't want that.
Yeah.
So those ones are 28, and we've only got 3 of those.
And yes, they are 12-sided.
And now we've got a little bit of a treat here. This is I think this is really cool because I like auras. And we've got titanium black tourmaline aura. Got 2 different sizes. This is $9, and I've got 11 of those. And then we've got the $5 size right here. We've got 6 of those. So these are really, really cool. And I actually saw them somewhere. So I asked one of my distributors, can you get this for me? So he had it made for us. And black tourmaline is very, very protective. Like most people know that. It soaks up negative energy. It's grounding, and it really helps to protect from energy drain. If you've got people around you that kind of drain your energy, this is really good for that. And adding the titanium on it actually adds energy. Titanium is vitality and strength. It's happiness, and so it boosts your energy. So negativity just can't live around that. It's just cool. So I've got, I can't remember what I said, 11 at $9, and I've got 6 at $5. 6 at, yeah, $5. There's another one right there. And this is the really nice, a more higher quality black tourmaline, because it doesn't fall apart. And when you get that, it's solid. You don't get little chips off of it. The other thing that black tourmaline is really good for too is absorbing EMF rays off of cell phones, your internet boxes, TVs, things like that. It will also, I like this piece too. Oh, look at that one. Look at the shine on that. Ooh. This appeals to my inner magpie for sure. But definitely really, really good. And the two, while it's a man-made process, it's 2 natural elements being put together. And it's just the being put together part that's the man-made part. But they work dynamically together when you do that. And I know that there's a lot of people who don't like the aura, and that's fine. That's all a personal choice. But I like bonding it together because it adds such a different element, and it kind of brings in some new energy with it as well. And we've got a couple of hearts here, just 2 lapis hearts. They're $35 each. And lapis is one of those stones that's been sought after for thousands of years. This strong blue color represents truth and power, wisdom, honor, and royalty. And at one point, only royalty was allowed to wear this blue. That's why they call it royal blue, or purple. But now anybody can wear it. We're all royalty.
We're all royal.
We are all royal.
Yes.
And it's really good for the throat chakra. It's also really good for the third eye. And it used to be used for medicine, relieving headaches by just placing it on your head, jewelry, carved into vases and statuary. And believe it or not, Cleopatra loved malachite and lapis. And she had it, and a lot of the Egyptians did, they crushed it up into eye makeup, believe it or not, and would put it on. So I wouldn't suggest that, because malachite is highly toxic. And lots of minerals are toxic in their rough form. And you put them on like that, or you ingest it in an elixir or something, then you don't want to poison yourself. But lapis can bring about creative abilities. It enhances your third eye and your visions. It's really good for organizing your thoughts and bringing them into clarity and focus as well. Really good for meditating with, and you may find that you get more visions when you work with lapis as well. And these are $35 each, and there's only 2. We only have 2. And you can see this one has more white in it. The white is actually white calcite, And if you see any little, this one's got lots. You can see little gold pieces in there. That's actually pyrite that's in there. So you get some of that pyrite with it, that pyrite energy, which is very strong and represents the sun as well, and strong male energy. And black tourmaline, we've got some black tourmaline pieces, what we call touchstones, or very large palm stones. These are $36 each, and we've only got 4. So again, that protection, grounding, soaking up EMF rays and negativity as well, right there. And really good for that, so that you don't get your energy drained as well. And it's also protection from people who might be sending you ill wishes as well, or they might not even be aware of it actually.
Yes.
But that puts a shield up around you so that you can deflect that kind of energy away from you. There, so we've only got 4 of those, and those are $35. 2. We've got 3. Oh, look at that one.
I know, that's stunning, isn't it?
I've got some rainbow moonstone here. So it's really hard to get rainbow moonstone in spheres and generators and stuff like that right now for some reason. I don't know why. But I've got 2 different sizes. These ones are like the top polished, and the rest is left rough. But right in here, if you get the light right, there's a nice big rainbow blush blue in there. There, you can kind of see it right there. But I think that light's washing it out mostly. See, oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. That's gorgeous, eh? So these are 25. I've got 3 at 25. And any black in there is black tourmaline. And this looks like it's, I don't know, almost looks like mica too, but definitely the black in moonstone is black tourmaline. So I've got 3 at 25, and these are really good for new beginnings. They're brings things into balance and harmony. It's really good for opening your intuition, and it's very calming. But it's also really good for protection and travel is another one. So whether it's physical or spiritual travel, mental travel maybe. So I've got 3 at 25, and I've got 2 at 60 right here. But it's really good for not only new beginnings, but fertility in any way. It doesn't always mean that it's pregnancy, but it can be. And it's good for birthing and rebirthing. And it's also really good for kids, babies, when they're first born and that sort of thing too, because it's also very calming for them right there. And now we've got a really cool grid from Cheryl. I can relax my voice a little bit.
Yeah, and take a break. So I've been this is a sensitivity grid, and I've been thinking about a sensitivity grid for a very long time. Just wasn't sure how I was going to go about doing it, because I think it's really important, because our sensitivities are taking a hit with what is going on in the world. And then the wonderful Linda came across these really cool shungite spheres with the top lopped off and engraved, it's probably lasered the way it feels, is the flower of life. And they just scream to me, this is the one for the sensitivity grid. So I've made 3 of these because that's how many spheres, topless spheres Linda found. And shungite, well, Linda spoke about it earlier, but it's one of the most powerful and adaptable stones that I'm aware of. Even though EMF protection is one of the most popular reasons people seek out shungite, it's also powerful for energetic, emotional, mental, and spiritual purification. It helps neutralize negative energy stored within our mind, body, and spirit. It detoxifies and elevates us. Now, in the focus stone in this one is aragonite. It grounds and centers, so it's extremely important in times of stress. It teaches patience, acceptance, and soothes over any sensitivities. It provides strength and support and stabilizes our spiritual development. Sugilite, which are the way and desire stones in this grid, bring in purple ray energy. It represents spiritual love and wisdom and opens all our chakras to the flow of love, bringing them all into alignment. It relieves spiritual tension and helps those that are sensitive for whatever reason. Sugilite is a great stone when you're working in groups. And for this one, I would use an agate, sugilite, or aragonite wand to activate. And these grids, they're $110 each.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're
I
stunning.
think did somebody want to see the smaller?
The smaller.
I think
Wanted to see the smaller black tourmaline.
was it, or was it?
Because she.
Do you want to clarify, Taya? What was it of the smaller ones that you want to see up close? I wasn't sure if it was rainbow moonstone or the black tourmaline.
Oh no, she bought the black tourmaline. It was Cynthia that.
Yeah, but she said the one before the
The
grid.
grid.
So that's the rainbow moonstone.
Rainbow moonstone. Yeah.
So these are the two smaller ones right here. There's one right there. Rainbow moonstone. These ones are 16. Right there, and you can see the black tourmaline. And this is the other one right there. So the top part here is polished, and they've left the bottom rough. I always think they look like wizard caps.
Yeah.
That's what we call them, wizard caps. This one right here. That's that one. So thank you. So the next we have is some spirit quartz. And we've got 1, 2, 3 different sizes for you. And I'll do the big one, large one first. This one is 126. And spirit quartz, look at how sparkly that is. Woo! It's also called cactus quartz or porcupine quartz. It's got a large point in the middle, and then all of these little tiny points, and they're all faceted little tiny points all around the outside, and that's why they call it cactus quartz. But it mainly comes from the Spirit Mine in South Africa, I believe. And that's why it was called spirit quartz. But it's just got hundreds of tiny little points all over it. And look at how beautiful they look. You can see some of the points in there, right here with it all around. There's another one over here. You can see where the points go all around. And this is a crystal of harmony and alignment. So this piece is 126. It's a nice large cluster. You could actually put it on a little stand and hold it so it would stand up like that. I think it would be gorgeous. Mm-hmm. It can come in clear quartz, amethyst, citrine, and smoky. And these ones I have at the moment are amethyst. But with all of these crystals on here, what happens is that it amplifies the energy over and over and over again. And it reflects light back and forth between them as well and all over the place. It's really quite an interesting crystal. And it's almost like the perfect little community working together, hand in hand.
Yes.
Working for the whole. It's like the Borg
Yeah.
in Star Trek.
Yeah.
They work for the whole. Amethyst, spirit quartz, activates the higher crown chakra. So crown and up is where it actually activates, and it helps to channel spiritual information and multi-dimensional healing as well. It does. And it cleanses and repairs your aura. So if there's, it can smooth it out, but if there's little holes or something, it can help repair. And it helps with compassion, and it helps to transition to other states of being. So the amethyst is really cool. So that's the larger piece. That one's 126. This is the next smaller piece here. And this one is 97. And then I've got 3 little pieces. And I love these little pieces. Yeah. These are 16 each. And you can really see in this one, you can see the point. There's the termination of the main point here and here. And look at all those little crystals around it. Little wee tiny crystals. And these are 16. So that piece. And then we've got another little piece here. And these 3 are all amethyst as well. And this one, the points that are going around that larger point are a little bit bigger. But that is spirit quartz. That's the amethyst spirit quartz. And then I've got some quartz ones, and these are slightly different. I've got one at $30 right here. You can see it there. But it looks more like druzy on it. And they used to call this not spirit quartz, but they used to call this old soul quartz. Some people also call it fairy quartz. But it's lesser known now as old soul quartz, but I still like to call it that because I think it's cool.
It is. It
cleanses, blocks, and it attunes the aura for healing and evolution, and which is another reason why it was probably called old soul quartz. It's a crystal of infinite wisdom. And you can see a nice little cluster there. Look at them all on there. So this one was $30, and then I've got 5 at $15. So there's another one right there. And you can this helps you tap into your own soul's wisdom. And another reason why it's called an old soul quartz. They tap into your own soul's wisdom and experience as well. And this is a really helpful. I like this one.
Yeah, I do too.
Cluster. It's really good for healers to use, as it can really extend the healing that like the effects of the healing that you've given in a session to somebody. If they had one of these, it extends that even after they leave for quite a bit longer than normal. So we've got a few pieces of this. This is number 3 there. And then these 2. So these last 5 pieces are all $16 each. And $15 each. And the larger cluster was $30. So, that one's sold. Okay. So, but they quite often look, these old soul ones quite often look almost gray, a little bit grayish, and they've got a little bit of brown on them too. You can see there's a touch of brown or iron or something in this one. You can see it's actually this one actually up here is a phantom. It's got like an iron phantom in the top there.
Can you remember which one you showed third?
I think so. I can't remember.
Trish.
Or this one.
Was it this one, Trish? Sorry.
Or it was either one of these, I think.
Okay.
One of these or that one. I don't remember.
So is it the one I'm holding, or is it in
This one,
Linda's
or this
right
one?
hand or left hand?
Second one with rabbit ears. Right there. That's a rabbit ear one, I think.
Oh no, that's a different person.
Oh.
Trish was the first one in. She wanted the number 3 one.
I don't know which one. I don't remember which one.
I can't remember.
Held up. I think it was one of those 3.
Okay,
I don't know which
we'll
one.
do
It was the one in the right hand, which is this one.
Okay. And then
Okay.
rabbit ear one was this.
So I hope we got the right one for you. That was in my right hand, that one. We do have one more heart here, which is called brecciated or brecciated, depending on how you want to say it, jasper, which is a type of red jasper. And it contains hematite, and it's mainly red, but it can be veined and patterned with brown, black, beige, and possibly with clear inclusions. But it looks like that. These are $17. I've got 4 of them. This is a stone of rejuvenation and courage. Well, I don't know which one is your right. Because I can't see you. It's
It
good.
would be opposite. It would be your left. But.
Yeah, but this is my right, but that's not opposite. See? Right? It's not opposite. So it's not, it's not a mirror.
Would be, no, I know this isn't for you, but her.
It's the same for you.
Yeah. So, but it would be a mirror image for her. It would be like if I was sitting across from you.
She would see exactly this.
Yeah, but her right, she said. Though.
I know, but I don't know which is her right because I'm mirrored around the opposite way. Okay. You see what I mean? Okay. Because if it was my right hand, it was a mirror, it would be this way. I don't know. Anyway.
We're directionally challenged here.
I don't know. Anyways, this is really good for emotional balance and it promotes self-confidence. Really good stone for healing and health, and it really grounds you into Gaia's energy.
There you go.
So you can, so this is my right there.
Yeah.
Because to me it should have been opposite. Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It helps us to feel comforted and really safe, in our own skin. It's strengthening and it's a really good foundation, and it strengthens our foundation as well. Now there's a couple of these. This one right here. This is a wishing one because we've got this band that goes all the way around. So this is called a wishing stone. So, and these hearts are 17, and I think there's one other one that's a wishing one as well. I think there's 2. It's not that one, and it's not that one. So it must be these 2 are what you call a wishing stone because it has, yeah, I think this one goes all the way around this way, like that. Okay. So she wanted the one, so she got the one that was in my right hand.
Yeah.
So that was right. So that's good. So brecciated jasper, or it's a type of red jasper, and they are $17 each.
And one of the wishing ones is sold.
There we go. And it's not too long for Mother's Day.
Exactly.
As well.
Or Easter. Make nice Easter things.
Yes, or Easter.
Easter baskets. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. We just have a few items left here. And the next one is a nice big quartz golden healer cluster with 2 huge points on it that actually have chlorite phantoms on it.
This is
and I think if you were to get, this is it right here. This is $346. You can see this is the back here as well. You can see all the quartz at the back. There's a nice line here, and then it's up. I don't know what that is at the back, but it's kind of pinky.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's probably chlorite, something like that. And you can see the two big points, and they've got chlorite phantoms here, and this one's got them up in there. And Golden Healer, they're really amazing crystals. And you can see down in here, we've got the iron that makes it the Golden Healer. And they help to kickstart our own self-healing, our ability to heal. They find areas that are blocked so that we can work on them and let them go. And these are wonderful allies for navigating life's challenges as well. And what you do with these, and you can see some of these are points at the back that are down, and here's some more Golden Healer right there. But what I would do with this is I would get a, you know, those holders that you can stand a book up in? I would get that, and it would stand just like that. I think it would be perfect. And to put this in a space where you need a lot of healing, even for family members, not just yourself, but for family members, or even in a healing space for a practitioner, this would really work wonders there, doing that. But this is a really powerful piece, and chlorite, in here there's green chlorite, and I think this is probably more reddish chlorite at the back, because chlorite can come in green, brown, red, black, and beige, kind of whitish or beige, almost like, looks like sand. But these are crystals of amplification and magnification, especially in areas of prosperity and abundance and healing. And chlorite is a powerful healing mineral as well. And when it is in quartz, quartz enhances the energy of all other crystals. So it's will be very, very strong for that. But chlorite works on the whole body and the chakra system as well. So it helps to cleanse and heal and unblock and all that kind of stuff. It also helps to clear and cleanse negativity and creating more healthy energy throughout the whole body as well. So you can see that these are really, really strong healing crystals. Look at those 2 points. Aren't they awesome? There's your peace man.
Yep. Peace. Peace, man.
Peace. So that one is 340. What is this? 346 is what it is right there. And lucky is the person who gets that piece. It's very cool. When you look at it, it actually looks like smoky quartz up here, but it's actually chlorite in there. This one at the back looks a little more smokier as well. And some of them down there. Something new to the store is called feather agate. And look at that. Doesn't it look like little tiny feathers floating through the air? Very feathery. These, I've got 12 of them, and they're $35. It's actually, believe it or not, a grouping of fossils. And they're called foraminifera. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And this is from Indonesia. But it can look like wheat blowing in the wind. And it does look little wispies like that, which is definitely, you can see one on here too. Looks a little different. Wispies. But this is very flowy energy. And it's also grounding at the same time. So it's very different. The energy feels really good. It gives you the feeling that you're sitting in nature. And you're letting the breeze flow through your hair, and you get that kind of nice feeling, but yet your feet are firmly planted on the ground. It's not pushing you around anywhere or anything like that, but it's just giving you a nice feeling of blowing things away and feeling renewed. Here's one that's a little bit darker. but you can see the wisps on it right there. That's the other side. But we've got 12 of those, and that's called feather agate.
They're very cool.
They are really cool.
Yeah.
And neat. Now the next ones I absolutely love. This is ruby and kyanite. They're 8-sided towers. I've got 9 at 31 and 2 at 22. So I'm going to find one. Here's one with lots of just lots of ruby on it. You can see the blue and the kyanite and the ruby in there.
It's beautiful.
And when you put a black light on it, you can see ruby fluoresces. And look at and it is fluorescent. Look at that.
Yeah, yes, it's very
On
cool.
that. And these are, you can count on the bottom. There's 8 sides, so they've carved them into an 8-sided tower, which is a lot about abundance. But the combination of ruby and kyanite is really juicy communication.
Juicy communication.
Juicy communication. Ruby's a stone of passion, love, and enthusiasm, and kyanite is that stone of communication. It's truth and also self-expression. So that's why I say it's juicy.
Juicy.
And this one has a slight little bit of green in it, so I think there's a little bit of fuchsite in that one right there. But we've got, what did I say? I've got 9 at $31. That's these ones. And then I've got 2 at 22 right there. And if you've got a black light, like I said, you can shine it on there, and ruby fluoresces in it. It really shows up very like a really fluorescent red. But I love these pieces. Here's another one that's got some, you can see the sparklies in it. That's got fuchsite in it. And fuchsite is a type of mica, so that's why it's nice and sparkly. So there's a couple here. 3. I think there's 3 here that actually have kyanite, ruby, and a little bit of fuchsite in them right there as well. Fuchsite is really a heart-opening stone right here. Helps to really open things up more. It also has to do with the spine, believe it or not. It helps to align the spine as well. So these are really, really pretty pieces. When I saw them, I just went, oh my gosh, I just fell in love with them. 6, 9, 10. So we've got 3 items left for you. And this is the coolest calcite I have ever seen.
Yep.
This is called root beer calcite. And we've got some clusters here. I've got 8 clusters that are $15 and 5 that are $11. Do we have that many clusters? No, sorry, I'm reading the rough ones. I've got 2 at 80 and 3 at 64. That's what
better.
it is. That's, I think it's, is it these, or were these together?
These were together like this,
Like that?
in the box.
So these are the 2 and these are the big. Okay, so anyways, this is what they look like. Can you see? Look at all those points. And this is calcite. Those are all a whole bunch of points together. And it is, I think that's it. Yeah. They're calling it root beer calcite, but it's actually golden calcite. But the dark one is, they're calling it root beer or brown calcite. But it does it not look a bit like root beer? The root beer float. I find it very grounding, but it's really good for the Earth Star chakra, especially. And it gives you the feeling of earthing. So feet firmly planted on the ground. But there's something very uplifting and bringing that energy, I think, up through the chakras, all the way up to the crown. but it's really revitalizing energy as well. Here's another one. This one I really, really like. I love this one. And look at the points. You can see all the points on there in that cluster. It's just, the color is scrumptious. It really, really is. So these two are 80 right there. And then I've got 3 at 64. Look at that. And you can actually, some of them are quite transparent so that you can actually see inside, and there's rainbows in there.
Yeah,
look at it. There's fire in there.
It's fiery.
Look at the fire in there. Wow. No kidding. That is awesome.
Gives me the shivers.
And these ones have larger points on them. The other ones are smaller points, but these are larger points. And this one is another one. Here, do you look at the golden on it?
Yeah,
it's
glorious.
Sort of almost like honey. Light and dark honey. Manuka honey.
Manuka. Yum.
Honey. And then here is one, another one. You can see all the points there, and this is the back side of it. You can see it sitting on some matrix right there. This is stunning stuff. I love it. I love the clusters. I really love the clusters. Then I've got some rough pieces. These are all this. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first ones I've got 8 of the $15 ones, and this is them in just chunks. You can see it's more goldeny, a little bit more golden, and this one's a little bit darker right there. And the same thing applies with this, is that it's it just feels happy. That's what it feels like to me. It feels happy.
It does.
And
it's also it's happy, but it's soothing at the same time.
It is.
Like, you know how when you have honey, when you have a sore throat or something?
Yeah. And you can rub your thumb against them and stuff like that.
Smooth.
These are they are very smooth, and they're really nice. Just really cool. These would be really good for anybody who is maybe not feeling really grounded, but still uplifting that energy so they don't feel like they're rooted into the ground. Because I have a friend who doesn't want to be grounded. She doesn't like to be grounded. But she loves calcite. This would be really good for her. She's listening. And then these are the smaller ones. And these ones are $11. So the smaller ones, and I've got 5 of those right there. Some of them like that. I used to love root beer floats. And that's what those ones remind me of, a root beer float. Those cluster ones, because they're darker. They're dark like root beer. When we were kids, my mom used to buy us A&W root beer. It was such a treat. I loved it. And it was nice and dark, and then it had that foamy top on them.
Yeah, we made it. We made some root beer one time.
Really?
That would be a good idea. It was a mess.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So I've got 5 of the smaller ones at $11. Then we've got 2 more items. I'll show you this one first. This one is this is fluorite. Look at how dark that is. And they have left one side of it rough. But I want to show you here. Shine a light through that. And you can see, look at the purple in there, the blue, and there's some green. And there's a lot of blue right here when you put the light through it. Right over on this side. You can't really see it because the camera doesn't, or the computer doesn't handle it so well. And over here, it's just, this is like waves. Waves and waves of
yumminess.
Absolutely. Waves and waves of yumminess. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. It's a huge piece of fluorite. And when you put the shine, I would display this with a light behind it. And when you put the light behind here, you get that emerald green. It's just gorgeous. And like we said before, the green fluorite, this one is got green with blue. That's this one right here. It's got a bit of purple in there too, but it's also got blue. And it's sort of swirled through. And the other one, this one is 303, and this one's the blue. Just a second. Yeah, this one has got the blue. You can see it swirled all through here. There's a little bit of blue in this one, but it's mainly green and purple. But look at the blue all swirled through that. This one's 303. And the other one with the natural part is 432. Wouldn't that just look lovely?
Anywhere. We'll put it in your window and let the light shine through.
No, because it fades.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you wouldn't be. You could leave it there for a little bit, but you wouldn't be able to leave it there for too long because fluorite will fade in the sunlight. The longer you leave it, the lighter it gets. So you do have to be careful with that. Right there, but those are gorgeous. But that one with the waves on the side just reminds me of water coming up on the sand and just washing everything clean. It's beautiful. And this last piece was a huge find, and yes, it's very expensive, but I love it. It's a blue tourmaline. Blue tourmaline is my favorite tourmaline, and it's hard to get. This one is in quartz, and most blue tourmaline in quartz looks black or gray, but this is not. You can see the blue, and look at all of those strands of blue tourmaline in there. And if you're a tourmaline lover, and this is actually double terminated, then you will really appreciate this piece. And believe it or not, this piece is $713. That's how rare this type of thing is. And especially with this color. It's hard to get that color because, as I said, it quite often makes the quartz look gray or black, and then the tourmaline looks really black. But to get this color is totally amazing. Absolutely amazing. So this is the point up here, and then there's a little point down there too to make it double terminated. And yes, it's not big, but it's really rare to get that. You can see it's got a 5-sided face on the front there, right there on its main face. Not normally usually the goddess or the Isis face is more pear-shaped like that. But this is stunning, absolutely stunning. I just love it. So really good for collectors. And because it's in quartz, it magnifies the energy of the tourmaline, which is a lot about the throat, but it helps to heal old wounds and old hurts. It brings them to the surface to be healed, and it helps increase intuitive abilities, like just, tenfold even. Up here, you can really feel it on your third eye. Yummy. But it will help healers to channel the information they need and the wisdom that's needed for healing for a client. So you can do that for yourself as well, because you can be your own healer. You don't have to work on other people to be a healer.
No.
And just know that all those energies are magnified. So definitely one for a collector, for sure, if you're interested in having anything that's a bit rare. But this type of thing with the, like I said, with that color is really rare. And you tend to pay you tend to pay more money for stuff like that because it is hard to get. Okay, That's all we had for you today. Does anybody have any questions or need any further information about anything?
Good morning, Sophie Crystal. This is Cheryl.
I'm not sure which ones you were looking for, Taya. Or is that just old stuff right there?
We're right down to the bottom. We're good. Oh, she was, yeah. No, she
Okay,
was.
so that
yeah,
was from before.
yeah,
Okay, that's
I've looked
perfect.
after it.
Alrighty. So that's what we had for you today. And lots of yummy goodies there. And Cheryl's grids were really, really cool, as they always are. We will have, we'll be having another one on the 25th of March. And we'll be bringing lots of neat stuff then too.
Yes.
We've still got lots and lots of crystals that we haven't even brought out yet. So we'll be doing lots at that time. And if anybody's interested, there is also a new moon in the wee hours of the morning on Saturday morning. If you like to put your crystals out, tomorrow night is a good time to do it, on Friday night. To get the energy of that, we'll be putting some out for the next live for you. And also just to let you know that we do once a month, we do crystal classes, and we do them here on YouTube in a private space. And the next one is high vibration crystals and what they are and what types they are. What is a high vibration crystal? And you can be anywhere to be able to take the class because it is online, and you can sign up right on our website. There are tools for each class, but they're optional. So you can actually get the tools sent to you if you want the tools. And if you have them yourself, then you don't have to spend the money for that. But they are optional. I guess that's it. But it's definitely the next class, I think, it's early in April, the 9th, I think. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
But it is on our website, soulfoodcrystals.com, and you just click classes, and you can go into the classes and see what they are. There's 3 up there right now. The next 3 for March, April, and May. No, April, May, and June, because this is March. April, May, and June. And you can see the tools there too on the same page. So I just want to thank everybody for coming, and I hope you got lots of great goodies, and we will go through all the copy afterwards and make sure we didn't miss anybody or miss any comments. Quite often local people come in on Fridays and take a look at what's left, but we will put on in the event page in Facebook under the discussion tab, we will list everything that's left in case you're thinking about something. And just remember that we do that layaway. And if you're wanting a higher ticket item, we can certainly make arrangements for that. Okay. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And crystal blessings. And we hope to see you in 2 weeks. Same channel. Same time, same channel. Thank you.